Hello everyone, my name is Tripo and yeah, I didn't really plan for this. I didn't really want to come on to YouTube and like make a video on this sort of thing because I wasn't really ready to do that and I'm not really good at it. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video about something I noticed in Wizard 101 because I think people aren't really talking much about it. Like there are some people who address the issue, but I just wanted to come onto the game and say what I personally thought about it. And yeah, so what I'm basically trying to say is I have this. Well, I don't necessarily think you would take it as a hot take, but I personally, right now, in the context of Wizard 101, think that honestly, Kingsisle really isn't the problem, and that we, the community, are kind of the problem, and we're kind of the reasons why Kingsisle does what they do. And I'm gonna get into why I think that is, and like my talking points as to why I think the reasons for that are like um, I'm not really good at this, but yeah. So let's just get into it. Um, First of all, like, let me introduce myself. I'm Triple. I am experienced in this game. I have a max level fire, a max death, life, and storm. I have a 170 ice, balance, and myth. So yes, I think I'm pretty experienced enough to know what I'm talking about. I've been playing on this account for like almost 6 years, but I've been playing Wizard 101 since I want to say like 6 years old. Um, uh, I'm 19 now, so yeah, I've been playing Wizard 101 for 13 years. So yeah, I have a problem. Anyways, I wanted to get into why I think that it's not necessarily Kingsisle's fault that the game is like this. And well, I mean, it is the things they do are kind of at fault, but I want to just get into why I think that it more so falls onto the players as to why the game is in such a state. And first and most obviously, we enable Kingsisle with our money. So I just wanted to I was doing a little research for this video, and I came across what I saw a couple, I don't know, was it a year ago or two? I don't remember. But yeah, there was a video that Ice Gold posted. I don't know if you guys know Ice Gold, but he's like a prominent member in the Wizard 101 community. Ice Gold posted a video the of Atmoplex showing us what the top most purchased things in the Crown Shop were. And listen to this. In 2023 alone, the Mega Snack Pack, 50,000 gold, and the Energy Elixir were the top most purchased items in the Crown Shop. And this really showed me something about the Wizard 101 community and where the state of mind is when it comes onto the players and what they should be spending their money on. And it was a real eye opener, and it really showed me that I shouldn't be too surprised as to why Kingsisle makes such very predatory decisions when it comes onto their marketing system, because any experienced player in this game will tell you that buying the Mega Snack Pack for 2,500 crowns in the Crown Shop, which is equivalent to $5, and 50,000 gold in the Crown Shop is just it's absolutely ludicrous. Like, people with like more than half a brain cell have should know that purchasing mega snack packs and gold in the Crown Shop is one of the well, not one of it is the worst investment you could make in this entire game. And the fact that those two things were the most purchased items tells you one of two things, or maybe both things. First of all, either one, the players in this game are extremely lackadaisical, they're extremely lazy, and are too impatient to gather these things naturally. Or two, maybe the players are just simply unaware, and we need more voices in the community, guiding especially the new and experienced players into what they should be doing with their crowns, or how they can get these items in the game in an abundant amount for free if they're willing to put in just a little bit of time, effort, and patience. Because it really astonishes me that the most that like if you ask anyone, mega snack packs and gold, like the two things you must never buy with crowns, are the two things that you buy with crowns, and the statistics show you that. I think like the third thing was the energy elixir, but I understand the energy elixir because petrium and those things. But it really shows you that people were saying that kings should like get rid of the gold for crowns thing tab in the crown shop. But honestly, think about it. Why would they? Why would Kingsisle get rid of the gold for crowns tab in the crown shop when people are actually buying? Oh, hello, Caitlin. When people are actually buying it, why should Kingsisle remove gold for crowns when it is one of their biggest money makers? When it's definitely one of the things that's making them a lot of money. Of course, they're not going to remove it from the crown shop. They're not going to remove it because it makes them a lot of money. Because people are willing to spend their money on it. People are willing to spend their hard-earned money on gold in the crown shop, and yeah, I don't understand that. uh in 2024, the biggest thing being sold was the mega snack pack. Then it was the fanciful fairy key hoard pack. Understandable, it had like the best wand in there, so like understandable. Energy elixir again, understandable. And then from fourth, it was 50,000 gold. I still don't understand why people are purchasing these things in the crown shop, especially that the mega snack pack is a terrible investment. You're paying $5 per pack for a very small amount of mega snacks, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. That was one of the things that occurred to me, that players are willing to spend their money on things that they really don't need, and then they foster Kingsisle's greed, and then they wonder why Kingsisle continues to make very predatory choices when it comes onto their monetization. It's very plain and simple. It's because people do it. People will purchase it. People will buy these things. They will fall for these things. They will do it. They will spend their money on things that they do not need, especially things that they can get in the game for free. Kingsisle is aware of this, and they plan to take full advantage of this. Like Kingsisle knows, and then they're not exactly like mad about it. I mean, more money for them. They get to pour it off of whatever grinding you're doing or whatever. I don't even know. Like, and another thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that Kingsisle, they take us for clowns and they take us for children. Like Kingsisle, people need to understand that Kingsisle feels comfortable enough doing the things that they do because they know that they're going to get away with it. Kingsisle knows that they're going to get away with the things that they do. For instance, remember when they explained why they had to change the bazaar, and because it was because people the bazaar was not intended to be used that way, and it was quote unquote exploiting, and then they proceeded to walk back that wording. But honestly, the damage was already done at that point, and it really didn't matter if they walked back the wording of that statement. Their thoughts on the matter were pretty like bare, just out there. Like they knew why they did what they did, and they felt comfortable enough doing it because they know that nothing was gonna happen to them. And it feels a little weird that because the bazaar has been in the game for what, I think the bazaar Kings that way was came out in what, like 2008, and then I think the bazaar was in like 2009. Anyways, the bazaar is like 1 year younger than the actual game itself. The bazaar has been in the game since forever, and has been used as a trading hub between players for the better part of what, 16 years. And you would think that if this was an unintentional feature, Kingsal wouldn't have waited 16 years to fix it. If the bazaar wasn't supposed to be used as a hub for people to trade their like reagents and other things, and like be able to send other characters gold and stuff, you'd think they would tackle that problem a long time ago. But no, they waited 16 years because for some reason Kingsisle has a vendetta against player-to-player trading, and they refuse to give us any way to trade things besides like what, treasure cards or whatever. So yeah, like Kingsisle just doesn't like when we are able to trade anything, and it's just it's it's really disheartening because, and the thing is they do these things and then they try to like justify their reasons for it as if like it's some sort of like benefit to people when nobody is actually falling for it, and it really leaves a sour taste in your mouth, you know. And so yeah, it just kind of like sours up the community's perspective on King's Isle. But honestly, like I don't really blame them because again, they know they're going to get away with it. They know that their community is like I don't know, we just won't stand up for ourselves. We won't like take a stand and tell Kingsisle that they can't keep doing these very counterintuitive like updates and things, like especially when it comes onto the updates, they keep making these horrendous updates, and then like sure people are mad about it, but they're still making money, so they don't care. Yeah. They also like did the Grub Guardian change that they're gonna implement soon, where they're making it the energy like flat resist instead of giving you energy elixirs, and it's just like they have a vendetta. They have a vendetta against people who grind. They have a vendetta against pet training. They have a vendetta against um uh player to player trading. They have a like anything players do to try to make their lives easier in this game. Kingsdale will find a way to destroy it because they want you to spend more time on the game, and that's the only way that they can do it. Like by arbitrarily taking away features that speed up progression in this game, they'll just take it away because they need more players to play. They need more people to pay for membership. They need more people to buy stuff in the crown shop because it makes them money. Yeah. So another thing I wanted to talk about is their bias to bug fixes. Um, Kingsisle really they're very picky with the things that they choose to tackle with urgency. For instance, Archmastery took like a year and 8 months to fix, while I can guarantee you if anything glitched in the crown shop right now, and for instance like a crown's mount was selling for gold or something like that, some because that's happened in the past before, I can bet you within like a couple hours that King's Isle will have that patched. But Archmastery, which was not working as intended for over a year and stopped people from being able to use like their life and death AoEs or other spells simply because their teammates had more arch mastery than them. It was yeah, it fostered a lot of negativity in the game. Like I remember when I was questing up my death and I was trying to use my Ship of Fools, and I was wondering like why am I not getting a death pip? Turns out Arch Mastery completely destroyed that, and the only way I could fix that is to literally not be in a fight with anybody who has higher Arch Mastery with me than me, and that was kind of like I couldn't have like high levels help me or whatever unless if I wanted to help in the fight or something. I couldn't use like Ship of Fools or things like that, or other. It was actually just all of the lore spells. Like you couldn't use any of the lore spells, and it was really disheartening because like it made you feel like left out in a sort of way. And like yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. All I'm really trying to say is we didn't like having the way that Archmastery was working for the way that it did, and the problem wasn't really that it was like that. It was more so that KI took a very like an extremely long time to address and fix the situation. A year and 8 months is that's just monstrous amounts of like procrastination, especially for something so huge like the changing in the ways of like how pips work and that stuff. Like it really shouldn't have taken that long for Archmastery to be fixed or whatever. Another thing I wanted to talk, but yeah, people complain, but like the fact that it took a year and 8 months means that there wasn't enough like voice or power in the community, or like just overall like what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is you can complain, but unless there is action behind that complaining, it it doesn't mean anything. Like you can complain about Kingsisle putting out a crappy update. It doesn't matter if like they're still making revenue because people need to understand that Kingsisle. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. All right, get up close, get up close. Kingsisle does not care about you. They only care about what is in your wallet, and that is it. And if you want your voices to be heard, you need to subtract your wallets from the equation. That is the hard truth that a lot of people seem to not understand about Wizard 101 and Kingsisle and how they do business. If you want to make your voices heard, you need to subtract your wallets from the equation. You need to stop paying for memberships. Or like you can still put like probably like buy a membership, but like stop paying an egregious amount of giving all of your money to Kingsisle because like they're making bank off of us and they should be because they can keep making predatory decisions and yeah, yeah, they can keep making predatory decisions in the game. Nothing's gonna happen. They will face no consequences for it because we the players are not going to like we're not gonna put our foot down. So yeah. So like why should KI listen to us if we don't give them a reason to? Another thing I want to talk about is like some of the decisions that the community makes has been like so dumb. Like I remember when Zayfa released a video showing that apparently there was some sort of poll being held where the Life School had the opportunity to get a trainable 4-pip AoE, and you guys, the players chose Luminous Weaver over Leaf Storm. Like, why would you do that? Why would you choose Luminous Weaver over Leaf Storm? You had the world handed to you on a silver platter. I should have been there. I wasn't playing Wiz at that time, but I should have really been there. I should have been there to talk about how incredibly stupid that was. Like, why? Why would you do why would you pick Luminous Weaver over freaking oh my god. I can't bother anymore. But yeah. Okay, I understands that they'll just you guys will do whatever stupidity you do and they will continue to profit off of it. So yeah, I really didn't have like a script plan for this video. I just wanted to like I guess like rant about some things and yeah, I just wanted to talk about some of those things. I also wanted to ask the players for just like a second to like put us I know that a lot of us have a lot of hatred and animosity towards Kingsisle because of the crappy updates, but I'm asking you to put aside your hatred and animosity for just 1 minute and ask yourself the honest question. Think about it from KI's point of view. At the end of the day, people need to understand that KI is a corporation, and at the end of the day, a corporation or a business or a company, at the end of the day, their goal is to make a profit. So KI will always try to make a profit off of the players, regardless of, and the only way to really combat that, like, well, like you can make a profit while still making a good game, but that's not exactly KI's intention right now. That's not really like they'll keep making very like subpar content and they don't really have to push themselves because they know that people will continue to engage with this with their subpar content. You have to put yourselves in the shoes of KI and realize that they're going to do the minimum effort for the maximum payout and we are to blame for that because we are the ones who put money in their pockets. So yeah, that's uh that's really what I wanted to say. Like I just wanted to give some examples of ways that the community like we I understand the sentiment and like why we as the community complain a lot, but our complaints don't matter if there's not any action behind it. Like it doesn't matter how much you complain, it doesn't matter how much you ask for KI to implement freaking like a pet reroll system. It doesn't matter if you're still going to continue to spend copious amounts of crowns and energy elixirs to train said pets. Oh, either or. to train said pets. It doesn't matter if you want KI to move back the paywall and wait. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, the paywall. Some people seem to like not understand. I was in the past I was a lot less sympathetic towards Kingsisle when it came onto the paywall, but now I'm a lot more sympathetic towards them because I think a lot of people tend to forget that Kingsisle is not completely owned by itself anymore. That they were purchased by Gamigo, and I'm under the impression that major decisions such as like moving or moving the paywall is not really in Kingsisle's control. I think they need to get like have discussions with their parent company Gamigo, because you have to understand like KI, they're top dogs, but they're not like the top dogs anymore. Like they still they the employees at Kingsisle, they have to answer to someone, so you have to give them some grace for that. Some things that some implementations into this game aren't exactly, they didn't want to do it, but they were had to do it because Gamigo is their parent company, and I'm assuming that Gamigo has the final say in all of their matter in most of their matters. Like I think like most of the like the minor like in-game stuff, the the company Kingsisle itself is responsible for, but like major things such as like the alteration of the paywall, I don't think the employees at Kingsisle have the authority to make rash changes when it comes on to those things, especially because the paywall is what keeps this game alive. Whether you like it or not, the paywall is one of the main reasons that Wizard 101 is still alive today. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and like I'm not sure anybody is gonna see this video or whatever, but like share it with other people and tell them what they think about this video. But like yeah, like it's not entirely King's fault. Like we are their enablers because we allow them to make predatory decisions with their monetary system, make horrendous grinds for gear, spellements, and all of those things. And the thing is, they can continue to do it because we aren't going to stop them. We are going to continue to line their pockets. And the thing is, Kingsisle only listens to our wallets. Our wallets are our voices, and what we are doing with our wallets is giving them our money. So our voices are basically saying, yes, 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 Kingsisle, good job. You guys are doing great. Here is my money. Take my money. And yeah, even though that's not exactly what the community is saying, it doesn't matter because your voice doesn't matter. Your wallet matters. I think that's a harsh truth that a lot of us Wizard 101 players need to understand. Your voice does not matter. Your wallet does. So yeah. If you want your voice to be heard, speak with your wallet and not with your mouth. Because your wallet is all that KI listens to, I'm pretty sure. Can't run a game if you have no money to run it. And then they will be forced to either do one of two things: either shut down the game because they're not making any more money, or listen to the player concerns so that they can continue to make money again. And which is why I think that a boycott is a very good idea. I personally don't think a boycott is going to happen because a lot of us are well, not me exactly, but I think a lot of other people are like chronically addicted to this game and wouldn't really like take a boycott seriously. But like boycott would be like a serious wake up call for Kingsisle. Like I know it's being thrown around. The idea for boycott is being thrown around in the community as of late, but like I think people, if they want to see genuine actual change in the game, a boycott is necessary. So like yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I don't think it will happen personally. I would be pleasantly surprised if a boycott happened, but I do think in terms of where Wizard 101 is heading, I do think a boycott is necessary. So yeah, but that's basically all I wanted to say. I just wanted to come here and give everybody a reality check on their situation and tell them that it's not really, KI is just responding to how the players respond, and we respond by giving them our money regardless of how bad things are. You rarely see people like not engage with something monetarily. Like it doesn't really matter how bad it is, like people will forget about it and then continue about their merry way, continue to give KI money, and just yeah, like I I was rewatching Teen Torsion's video on this, and like I took a lot of inspiration from it, and she made a lot of really good points. Like, why should KI listen to us if we continue to feed their greed? So just ask yourself that question the next time you wanna like curse out Kingsisle for like doing like scummy things or like being just a greedy corporation. Like, think about it. Like, give a good reason as to why they should stop. Why should they stop? Who is threatening them? Who is making them stop? Who is giving them a reason to stop? Nobody is giving Kingsisle a reason to quit their greedy ways. And like, honestly, like, good for them. They shouldn't, like, they unless we the players put our foots down, nothing is really gonna change. So yeah, I don't know if that means a boycott. I don't know if that means like just stop spending your money or like cancel your membership. So like, I personally, like, I just like I renewed my membership like 2 months ago because like I wanted to do Dartmoor and some of my reserves. I really like Dartmoor. I gotta give the credit. I really, Dartmoor is becoming like one of my new favorite worlds. I really like Dartmoor. It's a really nice world. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And yeah, I guess I'll see myself out.